Hi guys, I'm Paul from Constrictors. So if you watched my video on Holdbacks, what I posted yesterday, you will have seen this guy. He's the Super Orange Dream Yellow Belly Disco. Now, he shed last night, so I thought I'd continue doing the Holdback vid, feature a couple more snakes, and just to really show him in his true colours. So, as you can see, I'm using the grey background again. This is for two reasons. One, so you see the difference from today after he shed and yesterday before he shed, but also everybody but two people have picked this background as their favourite. Not that many people did give me the feedback, so I would appreciate more if you prefer the grey or the white, but about, I'd say 8 to 10 people got in contact and give their opinion. So between 6 and 8 said this one and 2 people said the white. So for now I'll run with the grey. So now that he's shed, you can see just how stunning he is. His colours are amazing. He's got these really bright oranges. The blacks are so dark. These are amongst the darkest blacks on any of my snakes. So you see the bright orange, and then underneath these like tram marks is a mixture of orange and yellow and almost like peach scales. This part is my favourite for the snake. These colours down here. So I'm going to try and work out how to unlock these colours in further breeding and bring them obviously higher up the sides and hopefully along the dorsal. So you see just how intense his colours are. So you can see that head stamp a bit more clearly today, now he's shed. So yeah, that's the Super Orange Dream Yellow Belly Disco Holdback from the 2017 season. So this guy also shed yesterday, so he's looking much better than he was yesterday. I didn't feature this guy, but I did open his tub and choose not to show him because, like I say, he was deep in shed. So this is a Super Pastel Orange Dream Yellow Belly Calico, or that's what I believe him to be. When he hatched, he was silver and black. For those of you who follow me on Facebook, you will have seen him. I've featured him in a couple of posts. Now, he was silver and black, and I kind of expect him to stay that colour. He looked amazing. And as he's grown and with each shed, all these yellows and orange tones have come in, which I like. My wife prefers how he looked before, but I must admit, it's nice to have a snake that, as he develops, I'm just going to slow him down, guys. As he develops, it kind of changes. So it's not like looking, it's almost like looking at a different snake with each shed. So now I've got him in the camera view. See just how amazing his pattern is. And it almost looks like it's his pattern's been sandblasted out. Amazing sidewalls. This snake's. I'm not necessarily one for stacking genes for the sake. I've kept this guy because I think. Hang on, guys. Really fast now. I'm just going to slow him down. So I'm not one for necessarily just stacking genes for the sake of it. I think it's pointless having a 5 gene snake if it doesn't look very pretty. I know Kevin McCurley is one of the leading people at stacking genes, and some of his snakes are truly breathtaking. But I've also seen some of his 5 and 6 geners that are just almost like one colour. And that's not me bashing Kev at Nerd by any means. I'd love to be half a mile behind him, but what I'm saying is, because he's arguably leading in stacking genes, I personally think Justin Cabelka is the best breeder on the planet, and Kevin McCurley is probably the person most in front. But so that's why I chose Kevin. It's not this isn't me trying to bash him or anything, but because he's so far ahead of everyone, he's stacked so many different genes now. In some of his snakes, they kind of just look one colour. Or almost just like a mottled of just sort of like peaches and reds. Peaches and oranges. But then you see some of his other snakes that kind of have amazing contrast, a bit like this animal. So yeah, so I'm not necessarily one for stacking genes unless it works really well. And I guess the only way to find out is by doing it and seeing how it turns out. Now his sister is a 6 gene female. She's deep in shed, so I'm not going to feature her. But she's truly amazing. Unfortunately, She has got the spider gene in her, which that's not the unfortunate part, but unfortunately she has got quite a bad head wobble. So I may never ever breed her. Just because they have bad head wobble doesn't mean it's the offspring is going to have bad head wobble. But I may breed, I may not. I'll see how she develops. I find some of the snakes with a bit of a bad head wobble slowly stiffen up with age when they get a bit more muscle definition and stuff. So I'll feature in another video. So yeah, this is my super pastel orange dream yellow belly calico. Now, this isn't a snake I hatched. I bought this snake from Aussie Boyd's. She's a orange dream clown. So I'm going to be doing a lot with the orange dream and clown. Well, I already do a lot with both, but blending them in together. Now she's hissing and going mad. She's looking pretty good. She's not quite as heavy as I would have hoped by now. She still is kind of hoping that I kind of feed her live. She's obviously coming from the States. She was fed on live rats or live mice. Now we feed defrost, so sometimes she bangs them, sometimes she doesn't. Sorry guys, I've just cleaned all my snakes out, hence why I know who's shed and who hasn't. And because I've dampened the enclosures down, she's kind of got a lot of bedding stuck to her, and the others have too. So yeah, so here's my orange dream clown. I'll clean her head off. Love that head stamp. Love that head stamp. She's a real pretty snake. Now, I noticed in some combinations Justin's done, with the spot nose, orange dream, fire, was it? No, not fire, yellow belly clown or something. That head stamp, when you mix orange dream and spot nose together, obviously in clown, that head stamp's really pronounced. So I'm looking forward to kind of following in Justin's footsteps with that. Just improve on that head stamp, really polish everything up. So yeah, so there's my Aussie Boyd's orange dream clown. So next up is my female pied, who's 66% possible het lavender albino. Now I believe she will prove out to be het lavender because she's so incredibly orange. You find that animals with the capabilities of being orange, so if an animal's brown for instance and it is het lav, you kind of find that they are a bit more orange than brown. Now the reason I've shown her is because if you watch my videos on that clutch, you will have seen that she hatched and she was absolutely tiny. I did say I was going to keep her. I didn't know just how well she was going to go on to develop, but she came from a boob egg, and the egg was predominantly the boob part, and only a small amount was the actual functional egg. So she came out a tiny little worm. She weighed about 32 grams, I think it was. So she's done really well. She's growing up nicely. She's catching her siblings up slowly. So I hope to breed her one day and prove out that she is het lavender. I really do think she will. Only time will tell. But I love how low white she is. I love how she's got this bright orange kind of ringer, then the blacks, then the whites, then the blacks again. She's a really interesting pied. One of the best I've hatched personally. Really love her wacky pattern. I like the uniform head. She's a really, really pretty girl. So yeah, there's my female pied, sorry guys, female pied, possible het lavender albino. Now I'm just going to show you a couple of snakes that are getting ready to lay. So the first one I wanted to show you was my Superfly clown. She's not far off getting ready to lay now. She's looking really, really nice. She's always hissy. She typically doesn't strike, but she's getting close to laying now. She's looking pretty beautiful. And my Leo clown, she is deep in shed. Really deep in shed, you can see just by the colour difference. She's stunning. I'm sure you will have seen her on past videos. She's close to laying now. She is a little bit further ahead. And I'll just show you this girl. She's just currently ovulating. You can see the ovulation here. So she looks like she's swallowed a beach ball, not a beach ball, an American football or rugby ball. So you can see this is pretty cool because this year will be her first clutch. She's sisters to the other pastel clown. Now the other pastel clown is A grade. I'd class this one as more of a B grade. So I'm gonna work with the Holdback siblings. I get Holdback babies from her. I'm gonna work on bringing kind of that A grade back. I'll show you her sister just for comparison. Now she's all the way up here, so I'm just gonna have to get my steps. So I'm on the steps. You can see she's a much brighter, richer colour. She's doing really well. She's had one meal since she shed. Since she laid. You can see that she's in real good condition to say. She's only had one meal. She's looking great. So just while I'm on my steps and pretty high up, show you the cinnamon het clown. She's getting ready to lay. And then banana het clown lives right here up at the top. I hope she goes on to lay, I'm not pretty sure. But anyway, that's all for today, guys. I won't be, in fact I'll just show one more. The yellow lily pied. She's not far off. She's just a second shed. As you can see, her enclosure's spotless. Clean water, new coupler. She's just a second shed. So there's a pre-lay shed. You can see it's still very nice and soft. So she's done that while I did the video. Clean this up. Now that's her pre-lay shed. So she's looking absolutely fantastic. Now this snake I won in an auction from Tony Wilson. He did an Alzheimer's auction. Now I bidded heavy and hard to not only support Alzheimer's charity, but also because I wanted a yellow belly pied. Really pleased. She'll go to my gravel het pied next season. See, she's in fantastic condition. Really pretty snake. So I don't want to mess with her too much because she's getting ready to lay. So a couple of weeks and she'll be done. So that's all for today, guys. It probably will be now a little bit between videos because I've got to crack down and get some work done. So I'll obviously shoot the next video when I get another clutch or something like that, but I won't leave it too long. So if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, guys. I do appreciate the support. Drop a comment in the comment box if you will, and I'll speak to you on the next video. Ciao.